Hello Rifters and welcome to a Dream Techniques guide on how to use the PvP items. So first of all, if you don't know about the PvP items, they're in the store, under Dimensions, under PvP, and they're all here, all the different ones up for credits. So first things you need to know, there are certain things you can use a PvP item for PvP dimensions in any dimensions you want to. You can do it, and absolutely any. So what are the first things you need to know? There's banners to join them. There are start points and leave points. So as we come into this awesome PvP dimension here, which is on PTS, which is the PvP realm of Regulus, we have the banners here, so all three of them here. So if we click on a banner, so Nightfall for example, I salute, and now I teleport. So as we saw, I came from all the way up there, and I teleported to here. So this is the start point of Oathsworn, and we've also put the graveyard here. So basically this means you could literally teleport people all around your dimension by putting these start points for Oathsworn, Nightfall, and all these kind of things. Basically you could just have someone spawn in a little area, they have to click the flag, but maybe the bottom of the flag, and then you teleport into a secret area or something like that, and you spawn here, and you could do one to spawn back in the other place. So we can use it for little secret areas. So that's what we could do for the dungeon. All you need to do is just place them down, and that's pretty simple. So we also have team starts scoreboards, and basically as soon as you put one down, the scoreboard should start. As we can see there, join a team for 30 seconds, that counts down. As soon as that counts down, you then get your teams, and then it's basically till your timer you put down ends, the team who gets the most kills. So there's one for 2 teams and there's one for 3 teams. Pretty simple really, that's it. Right, from this though, as soon as you join the dimension, it'll automatically start counting down. So you either have to wait until the end of the match, or you can join the match, but best thing to do would be to get sure everyone ready first and then place down the counter, so then the time starts ticking once you want it to start ticking. So there's also the invisible areas which you can't actually run through or blake through, and once you're inside it you can't see out of it. So as we saw earlier, there's a big dome here, and that's just a sphere, and you can't run through here, but then we can get in, either in or out, apart from your teleporting, as we saw earlier. So we can have spectator zones, or we can use these for hidden areas, or areas for where we want people to look at in your dimensions and not go in. So this will save you a lot of blocks trying to build secret passageways or secret invisible walls so people can't, or fenceways where people can't, you don't want them to go in your dimensions, but you can block them off for being so. So apart from that, there are some major things. So for PvP dimensions, there are the scoring systems, obviously, so the PvP scorers. So there are different kind of ones. So PvP Oathsworn kills Nightfall, and Oathsworn kills Dominion. So you can choose what teams you want, and then you can kill them. So if you want all 3 teams, you can put them down for 3,000 meters, and it's just the whole area. But there's also other ones where they are 10 meters, 10 meters, and 25 meters. This means you can have little areas as you want to have extra points scored. So basically up here we could make it so that we could put down 5 of these Nightfall kills Oathsworn's area. So every time Nightfall kills Oathsworn in this area, if you put 4 down, the team will get 4 points, or we've got 1 in extra for the whole area, so they get 5 points, so 4 extra for killing them in this area. So that's how these work. So you can make it so that people get points in certain areas for killing other teams, or they get more points in different areas. And the last thing to know, there are PvP damage areas where they just slowly take damage. It says here every 2 seconds they take 5% damage, and then you've got instant damage here, or we've got another one that's 10 meter range, and you got basically a kill Dominion or kill all or whatever. So if you're building your dimension and putting these items down, I advise you to put them down. Make sure you're not in a team though, because if you're in a team, you literally could have the chance of killing yourself or dealing damage to yourself when you're trying to put down your items. So one good thing to note for this is a dimension indicator. So if we bring up dimension tools, just so we can have accurate readings, here we go, is a dimensional indicator. So if we use a copy paste tool, for example, and if we place down the damage to all, for example, here, if I copy dimensional indicator and click paste for this, we can then move the dimensional indicator up or down, for example. So here we go. So now if I move this around, they're both on the same points, well they were on the same points, but every time you move it, it seems to be a little bit buggy. So let's see if we can get that item back. Where is it? I don't know, that was a bit weird, but anyway, let's put it back down, copy this, paste it on there, and now we've got this. So this was a 10-meter range area, so we can drag them together, and so if we come into the 10-meter area, as you can see, I'm now taking damage every 2 seconds. Come out the area, I'm not taking damage. So we can use the dimensional indicator to figure out in whatever sections you want to take damage to. So now we highlight them again, move it around, now I'm in the area, I'm going to start taking damage again, So the dimensional indicator here is going to be a very useful tool to know how far you're actually going to be putting items and stuff, because the radius of this just gives you a nice thing. So for example, in here it's a 10-meter radius around here, so you can put items inside like there is, so you take damage, you fall inside. One thing to note, if you manage, because it's actually a cone, it's actually a sphere kind of thing, so basic, or not a cone, a cylinder, so it just goes straight up. So if this dimensional indicator, for example, had another ring going around it vertically, it'll mean that 10 meters high from the point, you also won't take damage either. So if I stand on here, I'm not taking any damage, but if I go a little bit further down, I might start taking damage because of the area you start taking damage in. So make sure if you can either make it so it's in the ground, so at certain levels you can't get it, so you can put bridges and stuff, and if you fall into the lava or whatever underneath your bridge, you can take damage. Other things to note for this, you could go wild, and basically you could, for example, make an adventure map kind of style thing in your dimension. So you don't have to use any timers. All you need really is the start point. So as soon as you join the dimension, you make them teleport, and from there you can make it so they can go around and have an adventure. You can put down all these different damages to that team. If they go in certain areas, you can kill them. If they go into like bad places, you can make it so that you can go around, take damage in the lava. You could do whatever you want. You can use the PvP items to make yourself an adventure place, so where people go around and they actually feel like they're actually dying or touching lava or doing something that they shouldn't be doing in your dimension. So that's really it. We can use the teleporters to teleport in and out of the barriers, and you can use them to teleport people around your dimension, and you can do all sorts. You can make it so that they have to use it so that they join a team, and then you can make an adventure map using all these different damage things. Obviously killing people won't work because you'll all be in the same team, but you can make it so that you can just do that really. There's not really much else for this. The best tool really for this is to use a dimensional indicator, as we can now go for like a, I don't know, damage in a 25 meter zone, put it in the middle. Now we need to go to 25 meters to stop taking damage. If I put the right one down, they're damage to all 25 meters. So now I'm going to take damage because I'm not in the right area. Move out of the area, and I would not. So make sure that you get a dimensional indicator for when using these damage items, and make sure that you're not actually in a team while you're actually trying to put these down, because it can be a pain in the ass. So have fun with your PvP dimensions, and hope to see some awesome PvP arenas soon, or not just PvP arenas but some awesome dimensions implemented with these teleport options and damage items, so we can have an adventure, and obviously invisible walls so we can't get through places. I can't wait to see what people do and have ideas of what they can do with these PvP items for normal dimensioneers, for having an adventure around your dimension. Cheers for watching this Dream and Technical Guide on PvP items, and thank you for watching. See you later, Dimensioneers.